Hello guys, welcome back to a new YouTube tutorial. In the last tutorial I showed you how to implement the bubble sort algorithm, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool if we have an API which we can insert any algorithm we want for our channel, so I can show you, and this algorithm gets visualized. And that's what I did. Today I show you that I made a Java algorithm visualizer API, which just basically is very easy to use. In the description is a GitHub link where you can download the source code for your own. So basically you just if you aren't familiar with GitHub, you just download as a zip and WinRAR, and you open Eclipse, or good old friend. You make a new project and we're gonna call it JVA. Then we're gonna show in System Explorer, and we are open our WinRAR, and we just copy our data from our zip file in our JVI folder. It copies everything. We then refresh, and now we got our files. This package, the API, you don't need it. It's for the API itself. Where you're gonna work is with this Java file. This Java file I made for an example the bubble sort algorithm. So yeah, basically I made a new class called it bubble sort, and it extends the algorithm class. And this algorithm class gets the JV array. You need to insert it in those brackets, and this JV array is the array with the data. And in the algorithm method, which is gonna show you that you need to implement this method automatically because it's from a superclass. And in this method you're gonna insert your algorithm, and what you then do is to make a new JV array, which you can call what you want, and the new JV array gets as a parameter the maximal length of the array. So you basically know when you make a new int array, it's int, and then you insert, for example, 100. This 100 is put here, and I made a cool method that generate value. So in the last tutorial I needed to insert the value myself, and this method just says, okay, I run from the number 10 to the number 100. The full array should be randomized with numbers. That's for our purpose very nice. And yeah, then you make a new bubble sort. You call your algorithm as you want and give it as a parameter as a JV data array. And when you start, you need first to go to launch just to focus it, and then you can start it. You can see that this here is written bubble sort. So okay, let's go here. If I change the name bubble sort 2, it's get changed. If I make it as a comment, I don't have any options for an algorithm. If I make multiple, it gets more. So basically you can make any kind of class in this package algorithm. It only needs to extend the algorithm a class, superclass, and you need to insert here JV array, and the JV array is now only working with JV int, so basically you only have integer arrays. I want in the future to make more possibilities, for example JV string, JV double, etc. And then I want in the future not only that you can make JV array, but for example JV graphs or JV binary tree. And with this we have more possibilities to visualize more data. So for example, yeah, let's go here. You can see those rectangles, and the high shows the value of it, so much bigger rectangles with much bigger values in the array. So this is now a representation of our array that we generated randomly. You can see if I start the program again, it looks different. So yeah, if I press the start button, yes, it's got sorted. Of course, you can in the future I make an animation class which then shows how perfectly how the algorithm animates or how it's changing the value so that it gets sorted. But for the beginning I made this API today. I worked 9 hours. Damn, that was hard. But yeah, I hope it's cool. I hope we can all learn something from it. And yeah, so for example, if you don't understand why he is greater and not smaller, you can just test your algorithm and you see, wow, it's got inverted, the algorithm. So we basically have the smallest number at the last index of the array and the highest number with the highest value at the beginning. And yeah, so you can play around with your algorithm, very nice and visualizing. I hope you enjoy it, and maybe we can work all together to make something great. And yeah, I will use that for my next tutorial in the presentation if I will do an algorithm. Leave a comment on your opinion, how you find it, if it's good or if it's bad. And if you want a tutorial where I explain everything, how I made this API, how I programmed it, what was my thoughts when I program it, and yeah, see you next